So recently, a local radio station asked listeners to share their favorite sports memory with Dad for Father's Day. Now, all weekend long, I've been thinking about my sports memories and Dad. First off, let me say I have 3 sons. None of them care for sports with Dad. So I admit I've failed in some basic way to pass on and share in the glorious things I'm about to talk about. Sports and your dad are like basic in America. Ice cream, maybe, but sports with Dad, that gets you through things. You can solve stuff with Dad when you watch a game together. Sports analogies work for guys with problems, and girls have sports memories with Dad too, of course. Dad took someone to a game, and that was all it took. The smell, the energy, the rush of people, and your dad leading you through a maze of strange faces to your seats. Maybe it wasn't at the ballpark that you cemented your sports memory with Dad. Maybe you got to play catch. Field of Dreams said it best. Thanks, Dad, for having a catch with me. Iowa, Michigan, California. Play catch, for God's sakes. Play catch with your dad. If you can't play catch in the backyard or front yard or the field down the street, then you have my sympathy. And if you can't remember playing catch with your dad, then let me share a memory. See, when you start out, he's big. He throws harder than you, your fastball's a joke, and he hurts your hand. But if you keep on playing catch, one day, by some miracle, you're his equal. He throws hard. You throw it harder back, and it goes on. Until the day comes when he says he's not going to play catch anymore. He's old. His arm is sore. He just doesn't think he can. Whatever. And he gives you his glove. I swear, folks, that day you need to take that glove and hug it. I have been lucky enough to have been given 2 gloves, thanks to the men who played catch with me. And so from the best seats in the house that Dad could obtain, you enjoyed a game. And you enjoyed him enjoying a game, and some games you won. Some games were fantastic moments of cheering crowds and bedlam rushing to the car after. And sometimes the game meant nothing. The second game of a doubleheader on a hot July day, the backup guys were playing, and half of the fans had filtered out on a long day. No Hall of Fame players to gather in a foul ball down the line and right. Earl Wilson threw a pitch to catcher Jim Price that he would not receive. Baltimore shortstop Mark Belanger swung and stroked the ball lazily at me. I was lucky to be sitting in the front row, and after one bounce, the ball landed cleanly in my glove. Norm Cash, who caught most of those types of high pop fouls, tipped his hat to me. And I still have that ball, and I still have my dad to thank. But again, maybe it's not the ballpark or a certain game because there were so many great games. Maybe it's just the drive around town listening to your favorite announcer, Ernie Harwell, calling the game. Maybe it's the look you get from Dad at the family gathering that says it's okay to check the game on TV somewhere in the house. I can't really say what tops the memory list. It's every moment, every damn sports moment where you yell in unison with Dad, the big cheer of life. Victories with Dad that never leave. I'm not giving up on sharing sports with my sons either. They are fools that think video games and girls have all the answers. I know the gift of a sore hand, a broken heart after a loss, and what the movie Field of Dreams is really all about. I'm blessed, and somehow I will find a way to pass it on. Wish me luck, Dad.